It has been confirmed by the presidency of Nigeria that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be meeting with the president of US.
Out of fear, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't organize emergency meeting with President Donald Trump.
If they say they want a change of government, just tell them, we like to be polite, but shut up your mouth.
Breaking news. So it's been confirmed that the president of the country, President Tinubu, has packed up to America to have a dialogue and an emergency meeting with the president of US, President Donald Trump, on how to tackle and battle terrorism in Nigeria. This has provoked a lot of Nigerians. They kept asking, why did it take him this long to speak up? If not that the president of the US, President Donald Trump, intervened, that means no one would ever address the Christian genocide that has been constantly happening in Nigeria. I'm going to let you guys listen to the news as it regards the emergency visit to America by the President Tinubu. Of course, Nigerians reacting that this is definitely the first of its kind. Let's watch these videos.
Guys, Tinubu to visit US on Tuesday to meet Trump Vice J.D. Vance. I think at this point, Nigerians should be celebrating and be thanking the American President Donald Trump. At least they have got the attention of the government. They have got the attention of the Tinubu and his administration. Do you know all these killings, all this insecurity? These people have not even for one day said anything. Did you say how many of them are defending? Did you say that none of them have granted interview? None of them have gone either to Channel Television, News Central, Arise TV to debunk like they always do. All of them are just hanging. Even Reno Mokri, they are not with him. US are holding these people on their blankos. They are holding them on their tight corner. Did you see? No, they are not saying anything. That like if it's a normal thing, we know how they would debunk. In fact, they can even make arrests. Start arresting people that talk about it. But right now, even Tinubu himself won't go America, go discuss that. At least they don't draw their ears and their attention. Say, fire they catch. There's fire in your house. Your house they catch fire. You need to take action. So all thanks to American President Donald Trump. Anyway, the news say that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is scheduled to visit the United States on Tuesday amid the allegation of Christian genocide in Nigeria and threats of military action by the US President Donald Trump, Sahara reporters gathered. So Sahara reporters learned on Sunday from presidential source that Tinubu will be in the US on Tuesday for top-level diplomatic engagement with the US government. Sahara reporters further learned that President Trump had delegated his vice, James David Vance, to meet with Tinubu during the visit, barring any last-minute changes. Imagine what corruption has reduced Nigeria into. The biggest symbol of democracy in Africa has been reduced into nothing. Why do I feel like Trump, actually did this on purpose? APC should just go and shallow their shame.
All right, so I just say out of fear, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't organize emergency meeting with President Donald Trump. So very, very soon, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to the US to go and have a meeting with Donald Trump. Yes, he's going to the US because I know Donald Trump will not come to Nigeria. He will not come. So now Tinubu will go. It's as simple as ABCD. Tinubu is going to go and pledge allegiance and bow to the Western God. I am loyal. It's as simple as ABCD. Do you understand? Because, you see, when it comes to power, what they serve to the people is different from what they are eating. They know the right narrative to sell to the people, and they know what is hidden under the narrative. Think about this. Donald Trump woke up one morning out of everything that's happening in the world. He has a lot of competition. There's the war going on in Ukraine versus Russia. There is the Israel. There's this one. There's this one. There's a lot of wars going on around the world. So he woke up one morning and decided that, oh, there are a lot of Christians that are buying in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, if president don't do anything about it, we are going to come in and we are going to scatter everywhere. Really? Really? Is that how it works? Think about it again. We are a sovereign country. Sovereign nation. One country, another one woke up in the morning to tell us that they will come and invade our country if we don't do XYZ. That being said, I like what is going on. It's going to put Tinubu on his toes because the buying is too much. Boko Haram buying is too much. Not just that, the kidnapping, the insecurity in Nigeria is too much. We go cry from now to tomorrow, every day, nothing to talk. But, that being said, I would not accept that Americans are coming to Nigeria to come and help. Now, Americans don't help anybody for free. There must be interest. So the narrative they are pushing that, oh, they want to come and save Christians. Oh, yeah, the Christians are buying so much, is a lie. This is the same man that called Africa a shithole. Do you understand? Guess what? Immediately he became president. First thing he did, he started blocking visas for a lot of African countries. So imagine, okay, Donald Trump, man, imagine if they were buying a lot of Christians and they need to seek asylum. They need a visa to seek shelter. How do they get visa? You care about the Christians so much. Oh, yeah, give them free visa not to come to your country. As a matter of fact, America is bigger than Nigeria. In short, Alaska, a state in America, is bigger than the whole Nigeria. One state in America is bigger than Nigeria. So you can pack all the Christians and go and relocate them. It's about interest.
Please understand that anytime Trump says that he is protecting Christianity, what that is really code for is he's protecting white supremacy. That's what he really is saying. Because right now he is threatening war with Nigeria, saying that the Christians are under threat by Islamist terror, and that the U.S. might have to step in guns ablazing. But let's talk about what's really going on behind that religious Christianity smokescreen, okay? Because not even a week ago, Trump was threatening Venezuela. And you know what both of these countries have in common? Massive oil reserves. And just recently, Nigeria put a 15% tariff on imported petroleum, which means Western oil giants like Exxon, Chevron, and Shell can't just swoop in and dominate the market anymore. So now suddenly Christianity is in danger. Please. When he says Christianity, he does not mean freedom of religion. He means white Christian nationalism. The very same ideology that was weaponized and used to justify colonization, slavery, and invasion of Africa and the Americas under guise of missionary work. So let's be very clear. So this is not about saving Christians. This is about saving and maintaining Western control. It is quite literally about punishing Black and brown nations that dare to control their own resources. It's about keeping the global South under the thumb of white capitalist power and using religion as the moral excuse to justify doing it. Because if this was really about human rights and religious freedom, why is he not threatening action against countries where Muslims, Jews, and indigenous people are being threatened? Why just the oil-rich ones? So let's be very clear. Trump is not spreading faith. He's spreading white dominance. And Nigeria is just the next target on the altar of white Christian nationalism. White Christian imperialism has always been the game plan. They're simply using Christianity as their justifier the same way they always have. Don't fall for the okie doke.
Some people they talk say if America come Nigeria come up then fight. Say they come for our mineral resources. Some talk say anybody where the America have fight. Now those people that they call the rule like Taliban's and all this ISIS. I want to tell you now something. I want to know. Nigeria no they fight any country. Syria they fight. You understand? Afghanistan they fight. Nigeria no they fight any country. And if America walk help us keep Boko Haram and all these idiots where no let us get peace. And they say now our mineral resources they won't carry. Maybe they can't carry because no get what we use that they do. We get mineral resources now never choose is money. We get mineral resources. 9 road no day for anywhere for the country. Light no day. We get mineral resources on the craze for it. No guesses. Americans, please come and collect the mineral resources. There's nothing we are using it for. Our government are just using it for their own benefit. Useless set of people. Useless set of idiots. Killing our people. Now the Nigerian military come as now every day and they post say they kill this thing. Bandits every day now. I call it kill them. Now every day now, since when they announce, I never see anything. Now leg hot.
You see, this Tinubu administration, this APC and Tinubu government. I don't know how they look at other people outside Nigeria. Maybe they think the world, the people looking at Nigeria from the outside, they think they are dumbs. Look at what they are telling Donald Trump and the United States of America. He said Tinubu presidency to the US. He said give Nigeria military support to fight terrorists, not designation. You see this United States designating Nigeria It's like this thing really touched the elite. And for once, the ordinary citizen of Nigeria have something to be happy about. Yes, the outcome might be worse on us all than we think, but nobody really cares now. Because Tinubu and APC has driven Nigeria to an extent where Nigerians no longer care who comes next. You got the point? Now, the people you are telling to give you arms, to give you military support, are they fools? Are you telling me that it is military support Nigeria doesn't have to crush Boko Haram? The answer is no. Nigeria does not lack the military equipment. If they lack, they refuse to buy. And if they refuse to buy, it's because they have no interest in crushing Boko Haram. Because Boko Haram, as according to most of the northern elite, is their freedom fighter. So many of the traditional rulers said, Sultan of Sokoto to be precise, have said it on 2 occasions, that coming against Boko Haram is like coming against the North or fighting against Allah. You understand? Is it the likes of Sheikh Gumi, who is always a mouthpiece of Boko Haram? The terrorism in Nigeria is deliberately sponsored. See, when Canada listed APC as terrorist organization, so many people think they were wrong. This is not the United States now. Canada saw the activities of APC and PDP and said, these are terrorist organizations. They know what they were talking about. Now it's playing in full scale. You are asking for a military support. The weapon you've had, do you know how much is allocated to the military every year to fight insurgency? It's billions of naira. Where are these monies? So you think the US you are talking to, they are babies? For goodness sake, they are not babies. You pamper Boko Haram, you romance them, you treat them like first-class citizens. You catch them, you say you de-radicalize them, you send them abroad, you reintegrate them into society, put them into sensitive parts of the army. Is that how to fight insurgency? I've been saying this before now. Say Nigeria encourages terrorism more than any other country in the world. You don't pamper terrorists. Now, the US have seen it as a genocide against the Christians, even if we know it is not entirely against the Christians, but against Nigerians. Because terrorism have gone across the 36 states of Nigeria. You get the point now. Now you are telling them that you don't have the instruments or you don't have the will or the desire. Which of them are you telling the US? Before the US decide to designate Nigeria, they know better. So when I see the Tinubu administration say this, and I've seen other prominent elite of Nigeria, top politicians, going by the same direction, it does not make any sense. The people you are talking to are not kids. Nigeria's romance with terrorism has so much to do with so many people in government having a share or being in part of the act. It's that simple. Why are you which support are you asking for that you don't have as a sovereign nation? Nigeria have the resources. Why have you not bought guns? See, so many people have the belief that most of the weapons that Nigeria government has procured to fight terrorism or that was meant to fight terrorism ends in the hands of the terrorists. So many people have this belief and you cannot prove them wrong. So which support now are you asking the United States for? Because they've decided to step in. Nigeria government, you've been dealing with Nigerians. Now, maybe a superior power will come that will deal with everybody. Nigerians will not care. In as much as it touches the elite, we will be fine. Nigeria don't have government. Nigeria don't have leaders. Odalo says so. Now, United States of America have just proven that. Because if you have a government that knows its responsibility, that its primary responsibility is the protection of life and property of its citizens, we will never get to where we are now. But what do you expect when you have terrorist organization presiding over a country and terrorism is the act of the day? And you are expecting what? We're actually expecting too much to believe that APC, that Canada has told the world that is a terrorist organization, we fight terrorists or we fight terrorism in Nigeria. We're obviously asking for too much. Now that the United States is stepping in, I know we can't stop them unless they reach compromise. If they reach compromise with Nigeria and they choose to compromise, then we understand. You get the point. But for now, things like this should not be coming out from Nigeria. At least not now, because the world knows better. What support are you asking for? Of course, you don't need any support. Is it not in this Nigeria that a young man in Adamawa State defended himself from being taken down by a terrorist and he was sentenced to die for refusing to be killed? You think the world are not aware of this? The APC and the Nigerian federal government has disgraced this country enough that America have now felt enough is enough. People don't see. I see so many people saying Nigeria is a sovereign nation. The United States have no right to invade the country. What if US still see Nigeria as a country that have no president? What am I saying now? They still see, you see the 2023 election. So many countries, in their heart of hearts, have not legitimized Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president. What if we have a situation where America is looking at Nigeria like a country where there is no president and there is surplus of resources to invest? What if they are taking advantage of that? Remember, this same Tinubu has a very dirty record in their archive, to the extent that they made us understand that it's a CIA asset. You don't even know what that means. The man you gave your presidency have opened the door for external aggression. And if the US take advantage of that, it is not US fault. We should be blaming the dozer Nigeria that supported this calamity.
Federal government, instead of addressing what Donald Trump said, you are here warning them for what they have said. What is the warning for? What they said is a lie. Are they not killing Christians? The majority of the people that have been killed, are they not Christians? Donald Trump is a Christian and not a Muslim. So if he wants to defend Christian, it's his business. Me as a Christian, I will first of all defend Christians if Christians have been killed, and defend Muslims if Muslims have been killed. But as an activist, I will defend everybody. And as a Nigerian, I will defend everybody. As a patriot, I will defend everybody. But it is the option of an individual to choose whosoever he wants to defend. In this case, he has said that he will use his energy to defend all the Christians around the world. When I this, that, he should retrieve what he has said, what he has this. He will not. You people should rather adjust. Is it not just last week, a few days ago, that they adopted 20 Christians and slayed down the other man, the pastor? This is how it continued to happen. Many people cannot go to church because they are scared. If they adopt people inside a vehicle, once they know you are a Christian, your case is treated differently. And you say they should not talk. You people are ashamed to yourselves. Useless people in the government. You should rather be thinking on how to fix things so that these people in the international community do not see us the way they are seeing us, because they are seeing 70% of the people in this country as bandits, and it is the image that you have all painted that they are working with. So instead of addressing it, you are there posting things, posting rubbish. But I know it's not Tinubu that posted it. You people post it and tag him, that is Tinubu, because of course it's his office that you guys are using. Look at the level of insecurity in the country, a country that has how many thousands of soldiers. Nigeria is one of the countries that respect military so much, respect security agents so much. Despite the corruption and hardship, Nigeria still respects the law. You think the indigenous do not respect? It is because of the hunger that makes it look as if they are violating laws. Hunger will make people strive, make people do things they are not supposed to do because they want to live. That is why they break law. So if the international communities are now seeing every Nigerian as a bandit, it is a shame to you people, being the government, being the leaders, being the appointees, being those we voted for. You guys have brought shame to this country. Go and address it too. Stop coming to say you are warning them. Which one? Can you warn America? When I don't fix to our country. Ordinary Ghana here, they deport Nigeria. Very soon, I will move from this country to Burkina Faso. But that doesn't change me from being a Nigerian. I will remain a Nigerian forever. No matter what, we will continue to be fighting until Nigeria becomes better. You get tools.
Let's talk about this real quickly, right? I kind of think Nigeria is in total dilemma at this point. We have to choose between death and probably the deep blue sea. I think it's called that. That's what it's called. And you just have to choose the lesser one. At this point, I think we're going to choose the deep blue sea because you might actually dive into the water and you get like divers would probably save you. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's even if you think I'm not making sense, it's because I'm confused. And listening to everybody's opinion, the speeches, even from Very Dark Man, where he said clearly that he knew that America's interest towards Nigeria is truly selfish. He made it clear that Donald Trump does not reap where he doesn't, he reaps where he doesn't sow. Like literally, he will never help you for no return. I can tell you guys for free that Donald Trump is a businessman. He will never invest where there's no interest. That's what I know. But I don't know what to say, and I wouldn't. The very dark man might be right, but on the other hand, he might actually not be right, because we know that there were so many viral videos, and I believe that there's time for everything. Maybe it is time for them to look at Nigeria. Maybe it is time for them to have a dialogue and a deliberation with Nigeria, because if you listen clearly to the thing he said, he also made it clear that this is going to be like a wake-up call to Nigerian president, government. That's what people are even seen applauding. Even if he did not bring his troops, his military, gun blazing and all that in Nigeria, we believe that they have been alerted. This is also going to make Nigerian leaders to know that they have so many eyes on them right now, because the thing he actually called Nigeria a very disgraceful country, a shameful, this shameless country or something like that, and it's a lot. So I still believe in God. I still believe that it might be the cry of this pastor that truly alerted President Donald Trump. Because last time I checked, when he made his offer that he wants to send down some Venezuelan prisoners from USA to Nigeria, he got revoked by the president of the country, President Tinubu. He rejected it and he did nothing. So even as much as people kept saying things like that Nigeria might be in their blacklist, I believe that there's a way God works. You don't expect God to come down and save Nigeria. He might want to use Donald Trump to save us. The unaliving on daily basis, the buying on daily basis in Nigeria is becoming too much. If you're not a true Nigerian, they will come out and say that there is no genocide. There is, in as much as it might sound bitter, but that is truth. On daily basis, Christians are crying out massively. People are complaining. There are lots going wrong. And you want to tell me that the world is not watching? So I totally agree with what Very Dark Man said. The truth still remains that Donald Trump is a gambler. This man plays games all the time and he doesn't want to lose. So I don't believe that he genuinely meant well for Nigeria, 100%. But I cannot believe that this is going to wake our leaders up to do the needful. Let them battle this terrorism. It's too much. It's too much. The video of a lady crying out that her 6 children were unalived. She has no one left. Do you think she would come up and make such stories if these things are mere assumptions? Come on now, we can do better. So I just know that at this point we need help. In as much as this might sound crazy, we need help, and I just hope and believe that we're going to get help sooner than we initially anticipated. All the best, guys. I just hope that the meeting turns out well. There are so many reactions on people sharing that this is the first of the kind. I don't know how the meeting is going to go. Of course, they are both presidents, and I believe they're going to have a mutual understanding, and it will definitely yield good and great results. Let's also note that the social media is watching, and America has eyes on Nigeria right now. I'm going to end here because I want you guys to tell me what you think in the comments. If this is your first time coming across my face, my name is Uju. Welcome to Uncut with Uju. Don't make your last by subscribing. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.